Did you know that a happy man lives a holy life? In fact, there will be no true happiness in life without holiness. And if we're going to live a holy life, then we must guard our mind. In fact, that's exactly what the psalmist meant when he said in Psalm chapter 1 and verse 1, he said, "Blessed is the man who walks not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor stands in the path of sinners, nor sits in the seat of the scornful." In other words, holiness demands that we purge the mind from godless thinking. In fact, Paul reminded us of that very truth in 2 Corinthians 5 and verse 10, when he said, "We are to cast down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Jesus Christ." Do you know that when we do not bring every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ, when we allow untamed thoughts to run wild in the mind, they will take you where you do not want to go, and they will tempt you to do things that you do not want to do. You see, we cannot forget that what you think will eventually determine what you do. In fact, it was that French philosopher who once said, "I think, therefore I am." More importantly, it was Solomon who said in Proverbs 23 and verse 7, "For as he thinks in his heart, so is he." In fact, you realize that a person who watches 4 hours of cable television a day will see some 14,000 instances of sexual immorality per year. The average child who sees 8,000 televised murders, they will see 100,000 acts of violence before they finish elementary school. And these numbers more than double by the time they graduate from high school. But the question that people often ask is this: does the daily viewing of sex and violence affect us? And the answer is absolutely yes. In fact, the Parents Television Council cites a review of nearly 1,000 studies presented to the American College of Forensic Psychiatry. And the review of these 1,000 separate studies revealed this, and I quote, that all but 18 demonstrated that screen sex leads to real sex and screen violence leads to real violence. Maybe that's why today 40 to 50% of all marriages end in divorce. Maybe that's why 45% of all married men and 41% of all married women have had an extramarital affair. Friends, we must, if we're going to live a happy life, we must live a holy life, and that demands that we protect our mind. May the Spirit of God take the Word of God and bless you with it today.